I'm recording both Zealandisms back to back today, and I am still in pain. I'm in immense pain. This is what happens when you bully me to run, right? We have this whole relationship, you and I, where you leave comments to bully me to run. Most of them are honestly so heinous that they get caught by the auto mod on YouTube, which I find hilarious. YouTube definitely thinks that you're bullying me, which you are. In order for me to run, to train for this marathon, which, by the way, we are going to do a charity stream to raise money for the charity that I'm running for. That's going to be on Twitch, I think, sometime next week. That's not been announced publicly at all, but I'm working on kind of putting it together. It's the Boomer Esiason Foundation. I ran the New York Marathon for them last year. I'm running the New York Marathon for them this year. It's a great opportunity to raise money to fight cystic fibrosis. And I did a Hot Ones stream last year to raise money for cystic fibrosis research. And yeah, I'm not good with spicy food. I'm getting a little off track here. But we have this relationship, right? So that's something to look forward to. But this relationship where you bully me to run. And you know, bullying is not okay. Right? Especially when it leads to me running 13 and a half miles and being in such excruciating pain. I mean, I ran a half marathon a couple hours ago. I just finished. But bullying is also funny. It is definitely funny when it is conducted harmlessly, and especially when the person on the receiving end is not able to handle it. Now, I am not endorsing in any way bullying that is causing distress to people, but I have a story for you, and you are going to love it. This is one of my favorite things that I've seen in a long time, and in order to understand it, we have to take a look at Folkestone Invicta FC. This is a club that was founded, even though it sounds like something that's straight out of the Hunger Games, in 1936. So big time for the economy, and that's when they decided to really use that excess cash to found a new club. Their nickname is the Seasiders or the Stripes. They've got a very English lower league looking badge. They are in the Isthmian Premier Division. Sorry, the Isthmian League Premier Division, which is step 16. I don't think I'm wording that right, but 16th of 22, right? So if they got promoted for 16 straight seasons or 15 straight seasons, they'd be in the Premier League. That's how far away they are from that. But this is still, organized. Guys are getting paid a couple of bucks to play, and they had a match. I mean, their season's kicked off. They got 42 matches to play this year. This was match day, 5 for Folkestone Invicta FC, right? Them and their 11,600 followers. Honestly, more than you'd expect for a team that is kind of at that level. The big following for Folkestone. Very exciting following. And then there was just a rather innocuous tweet. Right, 75th minute, Tom Derry has been dismissed for an altercation with the goalkeeper. Right. That is. Let's just say that is overusing brevity. They have not led with the full story, and if they were trying to capture their audience, I would say that Folkestone Invicta has failed. Right, they were losing at the time to Billericay Town 2-0. They ended up losing the match. 3-0, which, real crushing loss. They're now down in 14th, and Billericay Town is up in 3rd, 3-0. You got to love it when it is on Google, but the badges aren't loaded in. That's how you know that this is real salt of the earth football nonsense. But fortunately, internet sleuths, internet detectives, people that don't go outside and forget what the sun looks like, were able to unearth what actually happened between Tom Derry and the goalkeeper. Let's see if you can figure it out. Now, Billericay Town is in blue, and Invictus or whatever is in orange. Okay, and Tom Derry will make himself apparent at some point in this video. Here we go. All right. Billericay's goalkeeper and another player are playing, piggy in the middle. What's it called? Like monkey in the middle is what we would call it in the United States. Like they are just juggling the ball over this guy's head And seemingly, you know, like 2 or 3, that was enough. That's the quota. Fool me twice, shame on you. Or fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times, shame on you. And then he just attacks the goalkeeper. And yeah, he does punt this ball away as well. Apparently the goalkeeper was holding another ball. And of course, he gets a red card. Now that to me does not, him protesting it does not make any sense. Okay, because even though we've got Zapruder level film quality here, right, it is very obvious that this guy, you know, deserves a red card. Now, there is a question as to why he's trying to get the ball in the first place, right? Because there's a crucial element. As somebody that went to elementary school, and apparently this guy didn't, right? The crucial element to monkey in the middle is that you have to want whatever the people are passing back and forth, okay? Why the fuck does he want the ball right now? If you size up the situation, there's just a dude hurt on the ground for Billericay Town. Okay, this is just like, you know, nothing's happening. It's a dead space in the game. Like, there's no reason that you need the ball. And it's funny. It's just damn funny that the guys in Billericay Town see this and they're like, hey, what if we just juggled it over the top of his head? And then this guy, like a boiling pot of water, it just boils over out of absolutely nowhere. Now, I am concerned about somebody who has such a quick fuse operating in society. Like if if his car gets cut off, he's just gonna, pull out a rocket launcher like it's GTA 5 and then just blow it up or something, But I get that this isn't in America, right, where that would be much more likely. I'm just saying, right, that I am concerned about somebody who is able to be angered by, but he did it to himself. It's not your ball. And clearly, it's not even the only ball on the field. Like, you're trying to grab it to do something with it because the goalkeeper's fucking holding another ball, right? That's the one he grabs and kicks away. Like, look, he seeks this out. He's walking up behind this guy and he's like, hey, man, can I have the ball? Hey, man. Hey, can I have the ball? And then the goalkeeper's juggling and he's literally holding another ball. And then he's just like, yeah. And he just pops it over. But at this point, why? What are you trying to do? Like, oh, that was funny. Now you're losing 2-0 in the 75th minute. And you're just like, oh, damn, you got me. Maybe I'm just not, a non-professional athlete, so I can understand the determination required, the hatred of the enemy required in order to operate in the 16th tier of England, right? And then he's standing there like, I don't know what is he expecting? Again, did you ever go to school? Because, brother, unless they mess up the pass, you're not getting the ball. Once one pass has been established over the person, that's it. They're going to keep doing it as long as you care or until somebody messes up, right? This is a two-man rondo, right? And it is 3D, okay? And he pops it back over and he's like reaching to try and catch the ball. Like, I don't get it. And that's it. It was 2. It wasn't even 3. And then he just charges the guy, chops him down, takes his other ball, and then punts it away. I mean, this is just foolish behavior. This is just like, this is foolish. I've seen animals in a zoo with more patience than this guy, right? Like some little kid's throwing popcorn at a chimpanzee and he just doesn't give a shit, right? He's just sitting there and he just kind of looks over and he's like, you again, right? Like, and they have more patience than this guy. That was 2. Why do you want a ball so bad? It's a multi-ball game. Go to one of the ball boys if you want to do like keep-ups or something. I just don't understand the thought process here, but maybe that's the problem. There is no thought process here. None. It's just like empty, right? There is no higher level processing skills going on. He just, they program him before the match to go after the ball, and he continues to go after the ball even between whistles. Like the game's not even going on. Some dude's just being tended to for an injury in the box, and all of a sudden the goalkeeper's being attacked, and it's justifiably a red card. Like the Invictus fans, they're protesting it as any fan should, but I don't get this. And I will say, I don't think anybody has ever felt dumber in history, except for maybe all those people that sold their Bitcoin at a loss at the beginning, right? But I don't think anybody else has ever felt dumber right now. Like he looks like when a computer blue screens, but in real life. You know what I mean? That's what this looks like right now. he can't come up with a logical like script for his next action. So he's just standing there doing this like 20 times. But yeah, just, you know, an embarrassing incident. But at the same time, one of the funniest things I've seen on the field in a long time. And I think next time, perhaps, if the coach is trying to set up my boy here for success, thank you to Jack Kinmer, obviously, for finding that. But if you're trying to set up Tom Derry for success, okay, maybe bring another ball, write Tom's name on it, and then just kind of keep it on the bench. And anytime there's a stoppage of play, just kind of roll it out towards Tom so that he has his own ball. But make sure nobody steals it and starts, like, you know, keeping it away from him. Because then all hell's going to break loose, and it's going to be violent and uncomfortable for everybody, and Folkestone is probably going to be playing down a man, which is not where they want to be, and which is where they were. You're already down 2-0. Now you have no chance to come back because you couldn't handle monkey in the middle? Really? Really? We're adults here. Come on.